to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below.
The city of Philadelphia just sent out a mass text to the 1.5 million residents of Philadelphia, informing everyone to start using bottled water instead of drinking water from their taps because there has been a latex pipeline leak in a river that connects to the Delaware River, where everyone in Philadelphia gets their drinking water from. Over 8,000 gallons of latex material, similar to the same material that was in a train that exploded in East Palestine, Ohio, has now been leaked into the drinking water of the residents of Philadelphia. The birthplace of freedom now does not have water that it's sure enough that people can drink. And I only know about this because my friends who live in Philly sent me a screenshot of the text that they were sent. I then tried to go to the Philadelphia Inquirer's webpage to read about it, but that's behind a paywall. Luckily, I was able to go to our local PBS affiliate to find out more information. I myself am not affected by this. I don't live in the city of Philadelphia. I live in an outlying suburb, and my water comes from a different area. However, a lot of my friends live in Philadelphia. 1.5 million Americans live in Philadelphia, and they are currently unsure of the quality of their drinking water. The government has said that they honestly don't quite know, but they're being cautious. So just, get bottled water. But 1.5 million people are now looking for bottled water. 1.5 million people. But yeah, it's TikTok that we need to be having congressional committees about. Sure thing, guys. Great system we got going here.
So just think about that for a minute, right? He said roughly the same types of chemicals or close to the chemicals that were in Ohio are in the water system in Philadelphia. And they advised the Philadelphians there, the 1.5, to look for and to start drinking bottled water instead of the water coming directly out of the faucet. The main thing that I've tried to tell you guys before is that they are doing everything in their power to specifically poison every single thing to make you even more dependent. Because I guess at a certain point in time, we were actually less dependent on the government. And they were like, this ain't really good. We got to really make people more dependent on us and the things that are, really taking place and happening. So they decide to start poisoning the water. Everybody saw what happened in Ohio. I'm pretty sure, people don't remember because at this moment in time, dealing with content and how the internet works, people pretty much have anywhere from a 15 to a 36 memory span when it comes to content. Shout out to TikTok. So again, Ohio is the greatest example that we have at this moment in time where we were able to witness time and time and time again things taking place, incidences taking place that not only affected the environment, but also the people living in and around it. And what specifically do we see the government do? Nothing. What has the government been doing? Nothing. For all of this time, the government has been trying to do things across the globe. They've been trying to, push other people's organizations, other people's beliefs, lifestyles, trying to force those lifestyles and beliefs onto other countries with little to no success. On top of the fact, with the United States government continuously giving money over to a whole nother country and also allowing that country's people to come directly over here, living here virtually with free room and board. But yet we have homelessness. We have people suffering from hunger. We have children that need to be adopted and taken care of. We have a poor school system, health system, VA care, right? But yet the government doesn't care about any of those things at all. They care about what they see is their next best interest, right? And the main thing that I just so happen to tell Black Americans here is that you are not it. It used to be at a moment in time where the government actually did want to do certain things in order, to get the likes and the looks and the votes from the Black community. But then they got a chance to realize that, hey, we don't really need you guys. We can just substitute you guys, put you further at the bottom, and have the next version, of Black people for modern times. And that's slowly but surely what they have been doing for the longest time possible. This is why I've been trying to tell Black people that it would behoove them to look into alternative things, try to come together as a community, try to come together as a family, as a united front, so that Black people will have a better way of doing things, when it comes to the future. And then I also put out these reports to the rest who are not Black to let you guys know that, hey, these are the people that you've been voting for the longest time possible. Some of these people look like you, meaning that they're not reflective of me. It doesn't matter if they're Democrat, Republican, what side of the aisle they are directly on. All of them go for the exact same cause, which is their own best self interest. Whatever they can do to monetize, to get as much money as possible, they're willing to sit up there and do that, even if that means sacrificing you, the voter, even if that means sacrificing you, who you go online and fight tooth and nail, like, yeah, I'm a Republican, staunch Republican, and conservative, and we this, that. Well, I'm a Democrat, and I'm a heavy lefty, and this, that, and the third. And look at what you. It don't matter. You guys are all getting sacrificed anyway, and y'all don't even understand it. But they got y'all to the point where it's like, hey, you got to believe, lesser than the two evils. You got to believe one is better than the other, and all this other type of stuff. And it's one big farce, because at the end of the day, their families are going to be eaten, their families are going to be taken care of, their families are going to get every single thing that they need, while at the same time robbing you and your families of everything that you need: the food, the medical, the education, the technology, your lifespan, all of it. Even you're sitting by allowing it to happen time and time, day by day, step by step. They're literally going through, and you can see it. They're going through and poisoning state by state by state, city by city by city, town by town by town. And what is everybody doing? Twiddling their thumbs, sitting on their hands, not saying nothing, not doing nothing. And then you'll have some people try to roll up, well, so what are you specifically doing to help the situation? Or what do you want us to do? What should we do? You should be able to, as grown adults, you should realistically know what it is that you should be doing. I've at least tried to inform people and give them alternative routes and routes that they should take, just in case any of these things just so happen to take place, meaning with water, meaning with power, meaning with money. I've given all the information, but people choose not to look for or try to pay attention to any of those videos. So there's not much I can actually do. I'm not going to do more than what I should be doing. Not going to do that. Not going to do that here. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think about specifically what you were able to hear from the man in the video, giving you the information about what specifically was going down and happening in Philadelphia. And the other thing I want you guys to realize is that again, these are things that are being spread due to the fact that we have such platforms such as TikTok, which the government wants to get rid of, right? Because we have other platforms such as IG and all these other types of things, right? So again, just to put into perspective, you got to understand why it is that you have certain entities specifically wanting to get rid of certain platforms and not have them in America, right? Like I said, people got to pay attention.